Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90. Welcome to today's video. I have a guest, as you may be used to by now. This is my daughter Andy, if you're unfamiliar, and she's sporting a very nice snazzy outfit today. Unlike me, I always feel like my children are dressed more appropriately and better than I am, although, don't be deceived, I've got a little bit of sequins on this top. This is monthly favourites. We're going to go through everything that I wore in the month of July. I forgot what month it was. I just want to say at the start, I know I haven't posted as much content recently. I've just been feeling a little bit blue about YouTube, and I promised myself a little while ago that I wouldn't put out content unless I was happy with it. So that's what I've kind of been doing, and not worrying about the lack of content from my perspective and just kind of concentrating on doing what I would like, I guess. Basically, I don't have a ton of time at the moment, as much as I did, especially because it's summer holidays, so Austin is not at preschool, and just YouTube, more Instagram has just been getting me a little bit down, just with the changes. Like, all of a sudden, there's like another wave of a new algorithm or something, and there's just no likes at all, and everybody feels it, but it just got me feeling a bit ugh. But anyway, I have monthly favourites. And I'm going to film Zoya Autumn review today, and I then will be doing my top 10 Essies, and it's going to be one that I'm going to film hopefully next week. So there is videos coming, but it might not be as much and for August basically, but we will get on with monthly favourites. Can you believe this? 6 months old. So we only have 3 mainstreams. We have one from 3 brands. The first one is from OPI, and this one is Super-trop-i-cali-fiji-stic. Came out in the Fiji collection, and it's just your bright standard cobalt blue. It's exactly the same as my pal Joey, which came out in the Hello Kitty collection, so you do not need both. I have both. I just picked up both because I couldn't resist the name and the colour. It's a nice 2-coater, isn't it? I did wear a base coat because I was a little bit worried of staining. My nails don't stain that easy, so I just put on a preventative base coat and I had nothing, no staining. So just that one there is Super-trop-i-cali-fiji-stic, 2 coats OPI. You're going to be distracted. People are going to want to watch you, not the polish. That's what I do. She wants to be up on her feet all the time as well. My son walked at 9.5 months, so I have a strong feeling we're going to be having another early walker on our hands too. The next one is Butter London's Kip, and this is a light blue, very, very light blue, and with a little grey thrown in there, and then some silver shimmer. The silver shimmer does translate to the nail. The formula on this was just so watery, and even in 3 coats it was not the best one. So not the best Butter London out there, and I hate it because I always say Butter Londons are such great formulas, and then just one every now and again obviously slips through and is not as good as the others. So that was Butter London's Kip, and that was 3 coats what you're seeing. The last mainstream is called Skal, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, by Essie, and this is one that is a Scandinavian exclusive, and I picked this up recently. It's a beautiful green, very, very wearable green for me. Not all greens look great on me, but something about this tone, like a pastel-y, like really nice appley green, I just really, really enjoyed. It had a really great formula, 2 coats to be completely opaque. If you're in the UK, you can pick this up from Fragrance Direct. If you're outside the UK and Scandinavia, I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to find. But that was 2 coats of Skal by Essie. So the first few we have are from Ard As Nails, and this is a UK British brand. They also do take part in polish pickup, so and they have American distributors, so I will link the American distributors down below. The first one I have is one of their charity polishes, and this is called Irish Sea, and it is a beautiful like blurply colour, and then there is a strong shimmer in there, and the shimmer is more like a little bit of a duochrome shimmer to it. Beautiful formula, almost opaque in just 1 coat, and it just looks amazing, and the money from these are going towards a breast cancer charity, so I would recommend checking out the charity polishes because they're going to a good cause and they're really pretty. I have another one that I need to wear. I then have the Barbie and Ken duo, and these are the first actual flaky polishes that Ard As Nails has released. Did release, there is now some new ones since this time. So the first one is I Love You Ken. She's so distracting to me, let alone you guys hearing baby chimmer chammer. I Love You Ken is a light blue base with some grey flakies in there, and I just love the balance of the grey little tiny flakies, almost like little speckles, in with the light blue base. I really enjoyed that, and a beautiful two-coater. So that was I Love You Ken, Ard As Nails, and his wife, sister, brother, Barbie's polish is Hot To Trot, and I bought them mainly for this reason, because one, I wanted to try out the Crellies because it was the first ones, but two, pink with blue flakies, and I love the combinations of pink and blue together. I think either like pink in blue or blue in pink, I just think they look great. These are some largest flakies, 2 coats, and like I say, beautiful Barbie pink with the blue flakies. Loved it. 2 coats of Hot To Trot. I have 2 more from other UK indies. Let's show all the UK indies together here. This next 2 are from Danglefoot nail polish, and the first one is called Those Who Dance and Those Who Do Not, and it is a beautiful multi-chrome holographic. It mainly sits in this kind of like steel blue holographic range, excuse me, and then it does obviously give you some more holographic reflex to it, and now you're all dribbly. This is just beautiful. It does take 3 coats where it is a lighter grey holographic, and then the multi-chrome builds up beautifully in there. Danglefoot is on holiday for the rest of the summer holidays, so I will link the website down below, but it's either shut or just there's nothing going to be shipping till September. But just check out Danglefoot if you can, and they also have an American e-tailer, and I will link that down below for Americans out there. They also take part in polish pickup. The other one is called Narnia, and this is just amazing. It glows off the nail. It is this green with like a strong pink shift and shimmer to it. It gets completely opaque in 3 coats. It does take a little bit to build that up, and you definitely need that 3rd coat. But once you get there, as you see from the swatch, it is glowing off your nails, and so many people stopped me when I wore this, and I had so many comments on Instagram about how beautiful it was. But yeah, it's just beautiful. And there's like a children's book series that she came out with, and they're all kind of in this really shifty region, and so good. 3 coats of Narnia by Danglefoot. She's just on the floor momentarily, so we'll see how long that lasts before she gets bored and wants to be on the camera again. I have some from the Polish Pickup Duos month, and the first duo I had was Night Owl Lacquer and Bee's Knees Lacquer. So the Night Owl Lacquer one is Love Is Powerful Magic, and this is stunning. I love Night Owl Lacquer's like flaky mixes, and this is I'd say like a purple base, but then you have a really strong pink and gold like duochrome flash to it with a ton of warm multi-chrome flakies in it. It just looks so whimsical, and it says love in the title, which reminds me this just looks so romantic and beautiful, and I know that teasing you with polish pickup is not the thing to do, but if it ever crosses your path, pick it up. It's so good, and it's just 2 coats. So Night Owl Lacquer, Love Is Powerful Magic, and all indies will be linked down below. Then the Bee's Knees Lacquer one is called the Dark Lord's Most Loyal Servant, and it is a dark teal, very strong holographic, but there's also some kind of like orangey flakies in there. So like the burnt flakies in with the green hollow are just this really nice mixture. It's always really great when people do like opposites on the colour wheel together. I just think that they look so good, and sometimes things you think should contrast often look really good too. So this is just a beautiful 2-coater, super strong holographic, the Dark Lord's Most Loyal Servant by Bee's Knees Lacquer. Next duo was KBShimmer and Colours by Laro, and this was a Snoop Dogg and, oh my goodness, please forgive me, Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart is not really a thing over here in the UK, well not to me anyway. I don't really know much about her, other than I presume she cooks and does that sort of stuff. So that was their duo. So Martha Stewart was represented by Colours by Laro, and How About a Brownie Dog, and it is a beautiful chocolate brownie holographic. Nothing else too jazzy about it, but I did want to get the duos if I could on both halves, and it's just a nice chocolate hollow. So yeah, 2 coats of How About a Brownie Dog, which is Colours by Laro. And then the KBShimmer one, it's my first one in their new packaging, and this is called Faux Shizzle, and you could opt for a scented, which is scented like marijuana, or non-scented. To me this just smelled really strongly of licorice. I don't know what that smells like normally really, so I will trust that people who do know will educate me. But it had a very strong, to me, licorice scent, and it did linger on the nails. You could definitely smell it after you'd painted. Sometimes with scented polishes, once it dries, the scent kind of goes, but this definitely lingered. And this is just gorgeous. It was a beautiful, I guess, marijuana leaf green, and then with a ton of larger flakies, and the flakies in here go from green, and then there is also some duochrome ones in there as well. So green flakies and duochrome all wrapped in there. A beautiful 2-coater. That one was Faux Shizzle KBShimmer. Okay, I have 2 from Glisten and Glow, and then the rest of them are all just like odds, 1 from each brand. So recently in a haul I showed that I picked up in these in a bundle deal, and they are some of the Glisten and Glow creams, and all their creams are called Mother something. So the first one I have is Mother Moon, and this is a grey cream polish, and it was a beautiful 2-coater. Stunning. Really, really impressed with both of these creams. I just don't know why mainstream brands can't do the creams. Like, if indies can sit at home and make them like in not a factory setting, and they can get like flawless 2-coaters, there's no excuse. So Mother Moon was the light grey, and that was 2 coats. And then Mother Flora is this kind of like lilac. It's kind of leaning a little bit more pink to me. And this was on the border of 2 or 3 coats. I think if you got a good application, you could get 2 coats. And there were some nails that were good in 2, and some that I just put a 3rd thin one on. So it really depends on your preference. I like to slap coats on really thick if I can, or thicker. I know some people would rather do 3 thinner coats and build it up that way. So it's just going to be your preference on that. But for me, it was, like I said, on that border. So that one was Mother Moon. Mother Flora, 2 to 3 coats, Glisten and Glow. In other news, I'm actually waiting for my 4th Helmer to arrive, so I just have like a box of polish, and it's really depressing me because I hate the clinking of it all together, and I know that when the Helmer comes, not only am I going to have to build it, I'm then going to have to sort out the box of polish to go in it. But I will document that journey when it happens. But for now, everything's a bit all over the place. We then have Lyn B Designs, and this is Accio, and this is a Harry Potter spell polish. She does spell polish, is one of the things that they do as like a theme over there. And it is a black base, and then it's really unusual. It's kind of like these little, and they're not glitters, they may be thick like big shimmers, I'm not really sure. But there's like some that are green and some that are gold, some that are red, like maybe duochrome, I don't know. I don't know what the technical terminology is for this, but I know that it was really hard for me to capture in my light box. It just didn't really come up, so the photo's not going to show it the justice. But like I say, it's the black base and the black base, and then when you go out in the sunlight and outside, you can see all these speckles of greens and yellows and reds. So yeah, bit different. Can't describe it very well, but that is 3 coats of Accio Lyn B Designs. I have 1 Cirque colours, and this is called Succulent Garden, and I've had this for the longest time, and it's because for a while I wasn't sure. I had a couple others by Cirque, and I wasn't 100% on them. Did I have Velvet or Valentine, something like that, and I wasn't 100% on the shimmer once I got it on my nails, but I did really like this one, thank goodness. And it's maybe similar to what I said earlier. It is a green base within a pinky red shimmer, and the red and the green together shouldn't work, but just really does. There's also a scattering of holographic in the background there, very, very fine hollow. So the hollow with the shimmer and the shift and everything, I just thought actually worked. Shouldn't work, but did work really well. So that was 3 coats of Succulent Garden by Cirque Colours. I still have like 6 more polishes. I told you this was a busy month, so thank you for bearing with me while I power through. We then have 1 from Femme Fatale, and this is called Cat's Eye, and it is a beautiful, quite simple mixture in comparing it to the other ones, where it is a turquoise base with turquoise holographic glitter and silver glitters in, all very quite small. Sometimes if you get these glitters with really, they're so fine, they are glitters, but they're like the smallest type of glitter. I find that they're not always that hard to remove. This was a nice 2-coater, so 2 coats of Cat's Eye by Femme Fatale. She's back. The floor was boring. So we then have a Pahlish one, and this is from Polish Pickup, and this is called, oh no, I should have, someone told me how to pronounce that and I just haven't got the information up to me. I want to say it's 88 Countach, I'm so sorry, someone actually told me how to pronounce it, which is so helpful, but I have not looked it up in preparation for this video. It was based off of a car, and it is from Polish Pickup, and it is a beautiful teal with tons and tons and tons of opalescent flakes in there, and it also kind of gives you this kind of pinky effect, similar to what I said before, when you get the pink and the green together. I just think works really, really well. So that was a 2-coater, 88 Countach, I want to say. by Pahlish from Polish Pickup. 3 left. We have another Harry Potter one, and this is Revelio, and this is by Glam Polish. This is beautiful. It is a white nail polish with a twist where you are getting a nice strong green flash to it, as well as some very, very fine micro holographic glitter. Similar to the Femme Fatale one, the glitter is so fine that it's not going to be super scrubby to remove. It's not going to be super dense, but it definitely gives it a bit of a pop, as well as having the green shimmer in it. Because it's a white, it is a 3-coater. Which is now like playing with my hair. I feel like it's going to turn to being pulled in a short space of time. So Revelio by Glam Polish. We have one from Girly Bits, and this is from a Hella's Handmade Creations exclusive, and it's called Underwater Secrets, and this is definitely going to be my favourite polishes of 2019. This is glorious. Underwater Secrets, which is referring to like the mermaids swimming challenge in Goblet of Fire, and it just is like a murky, dirty olive green with a ton of reflective little tiny flakies and glitters in here. So as well as the green, in the green there's also some duochrome, there's some blue, so it just really looks like this, I guess like I say, a beautiful underwater green murky like vision, which is obviously what it's trying to show in the name and representing of. I just loved this one so much. It is a 3-coater. If you can ever get your hands on this, you should. Hella's Handmade Creations is really good because it brings back older shades periodically, so just because you miss it on the exclusive, they sometimes then bring back overpours and put them on the website too, so keep out for an overpour of Underwater Secrets Girly Bits. 3 coats. We are nearly done. We're nearly done. Last polish, Dollish Polish, Everlasting Gobstopper. This came out in her Willy Wonka collection, or Charlie and Chocolate Factory. I'm not 100% sure what one, which film we were going off of, or what book. But it is a white crelly base, and then we have a ton of little tiny fine micro glitters to make it look like that Everlasting Gobstopper shell, where it's the white with the tons of different colours in there. That's exactly what you're getting with this. Nail on the head. It's a white crelly, so it did take 3 coats to be completely opaque, and this is still available. 3 coats, Everlasting Gobstopper, Dollish Polish. We have 2 empties, and then we are going. Longest favourites video ever, I'm pretty sure that I've done. The first thing is a Mani Bomb, and this is from KBShimmer, and it's in the scent Magical Woods. I've just put it down. Mystical Woods. So it's one of their Mani shots, Mani bombs that use like a little tiny bath bomb, pop it in water and soak your hands. I had this for a really long time. I've got this either free or like a free gift or something when I purchased from them before. So it's got baking soda, citric acid, jojoba oil, olive oil, cocoa butter, shea butter, and then obviously the fragrance. The fragrance was really nice. It was very woodsy, very earthy, and that's what I kind of like. I don't always like things that are food scented, so I normally go for something that's a bit more masculine maybe in scent, might be the way to word it. So mine didn't really fizz that well, but I've had it for about 3 years, and I dug it out because one of my friend's little girls wanted a manicure, and I was like, this would be a fun idea. We'll put the manicure bomb in some water and soak our hands. The scent lingered on your hand really, really nicely, but like I say, I can't really comment too much because it didn't fizz that much, but I feel like it would have if I'd used it when I first got it like 3 or 4 years ago. So I can't, like I say, it was good, but I can't comment too much because I left it for so long. And we have a top coat. This is the Chocolate Peppermint Scented Top Coat by Cuticula. I haven't used a lot of their products by Cuticula. I hear so many things. People talk about their liquid latex and their top and base coats all the time, and I know they do a lot of scented items. This to me wasn't super chocolatey, it was more peppermint, and the scent again similar to what one did we have that was scented? The KBShimmer. It was very scented. You could smell it on your nails afterwards. You had that kind of minty flavour that lingered on you after it dried. It dried very, very quickly, very shiny. No bad things to say about that whatsoever. A subscriber sent this to me, and it was great recommendation. Thank you so much, and I definitely will be checking out Cuticula for top coats in the future. Thank you so much for bearing with us through this super long video. Like I say, this is my life at the moment, and if I need to film, normally I have a child with me, or sometimes 2. So give me a thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you for your patience as ever and always, and we will see you very soon.